creation of Elohim, if you look everywhere around you, is full of jokes. Full of jokes. But we always want the creators, we always want the philosophy, the wisdom to be serious. Wisdom is always funny. The man who cannot laugh cannot have wisdom. If you want to have wisdom, the best way is to laugh. The first step. If you say, I want to become a wise man, a wise woman, I want to become like a prophet, like a philosopher, and you start to be serious, you cannot. If you want to have wisdom, start by laughing. Because life is funny. This planet is funny. Sad also. But if we cry, we cannot change anything. If I laugh, then I give the energy to everybody to change this planet. Because it's so stupid to have military people and governments spending millions of dollars every minute for weapons and letting the children die, starving. That's so funny. What kind of planet is that? If we laugh of that, then we have the energy and we give the energy to everybody. Let's laugh together of these stupid politicians. Let's laugh together of these stupid governments. Let's laugh together and support WikiLeaks, which show to the world how liar are these governments. It's so funny. When you read the WikiLeaks report, how liar they are. It's funny. They have the power. If we cry, we can change nothing. If we laugh of them, then we have the energy to change something. That's why laughing is a revolutionary tool. Much more than tears. When you cry, you accept something sad. When you laugh, you say, that's not my world. I don't want a planet like that. Let's laugh together and change it. Laughing is more revolutionary than crying. That's why nobody can say, oh yes, Rael say we must laugh, but how can he laugh when so many children are starving? How can he laugh when so many women have their clitoris cut off? Because I laugh and I build a hospital in Africa. My laughter, your laughter, gives the energy to people to raise money to make a hospital in Africa. And whenever stupid government and administration do and say stupid things, by laughing, we make them ridiculous. Laughing is like a fist in the sky. Laughing is a sign of revolution. I hope the Raelians go to political meeting. And when the politician says something, that everybody laughs. That's the best answer. I hope we will be thousands of one day of Raelians going to listen to a public speech of the Prime Minister. And when he will say, oh yes, we will build a strong nation, that everybody in the room start to laugh. That's revolution. They cannot lie anymore if everybody laughs. The best answer to stupidity is laughing. And it gives you the energy to act. This week, I nominated a new honorary guide, and of course, it's Julian Assange, the founder of WikiLeaks. Right now, he's in prison in England. Let's send him love and the energy so he can continue to destroy the myth of the honesty of the political leaders. He's in prison, like was Nelson Mandela. I'm sure he's laughing because he cannot stay a long time. And they are inventing false accusations, sexual accusations. I know that very well. So be revolutionary. To be Raelian is to be revolutionary. And you ask yourself, how can I be revolutionary? How can I do something? Laugh. So I wish you a beautiful day, a day of laughter.